We're there, we're there. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the baddest sports talk show series, Let's Talk Sports. And you know we're powered by the #1 app that delivers the best content in both local and international sports, the SportsMax app.
And peeps, you don't know. Any other app, I gotta be slow. Like that. Not even gonna even call the app name. That's slow.
Just like how you say it a while ago.
Nothing now Carolina Feast, but you know how we do it thing. We always have guests pass through in and out. So today we have a very special guest on the show to weigh in on our discussions about the latest happening in the world of major sports.
In fact, this guest is actually a big football fan. So much so that he has built a very reputable and successful sportswear business out of love for the sport. So joining us on today's show is the Jersey boss himself, Johan Rose, CEO of Rose's Sportswear.
Dotson loses it. Oh, Blake Griffin!
Donovan has it! From hope, there is glory!
Bringing down the rain! The heavens!
Welcome to the show, Jan. You have on the wrong jersey still, but now all I can see.
It's fine, totally fine. Thanks for having me.
Brian, if you start them phone show, but if you start signing off on the guest them, we are come on the episode. You bring an Arsenal fan one day, now you bring a Chelsea fan. Up to now, you don't bring a Man U fan on the show.
We don't have myself. That's fine and dandy, man.
We're going to get into that right now with Man U. We're going to talk about that later. But, bro, welcome again, as I said. So before we get into the topics of today and everything, so for those of our audience who may not be familiar with you, just tell them a little bit about yourself and your business.
Leave out the Chelsea supporter part. Just business, strictly
Just
business.
because of that, I got start. As a Chelsea fan, I could get no jerseys for myself as a kid, so it was always a long-term dream to be able to give
That's true.
that
Chelsea
opportunity.
people always a suffer.
Yeah, so the fake jerseys and stuff like that. So it was just born out of pure passion and love for the game.
Yeah, man. All right, and that's other things. So I actually rate about the business, the quality of the jerseys, and the fact that he's also very knowledgeable about the one or whatever the knockoffs. We see some people have Premier League number and the Champions League and all.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Transparency is key with us, so we try our best to let persons know what they're getting and educate them about what they've gotten or are about to purchase. But once it's from us, you can trust us.
Yeah, man,
Well, peeps, you're not gonna make him talk much about himself since the jersey I'm on. But it's nice to have you on the show, as Ryan said, but we're just jumping to the meat of the matter.
No problem.
We're just talk about the sports, so we're there to talk about.
All right. So we're gonna actually kick it off right now with some basketball. Yeah?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Well, first of all, are you a basketball fan?
Not an average supporter, but
Who you support?
Golden State.
Him redeem himself. So what you kick it off? Him redeem himself.
Alright, so after 2 seasons of disruption to the schedule as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, NBA has finally returned to some normal service, yeah? And it's resumed its regular season since October 19, 2021.
Some good baller players.
So far, it has gotten off to a great start for some of the teams. We're talking about the likes of Miami Heat, Bulls and Knicks.
Yeah.
They've started pretty well over there in the East. Then you have Utah Jazz, Big Side Warriors.
Yeah.
What about my guy elaborate?
Come to the man. The man I mentioned everybody. Touch the Warriors and ready for move on.
No one. Warriors, I'm going to elaborate a little bit upon them. I'm a side. Everybody, I would know this.
No, but in all fairness, them all go on good. And when you look, as you just said, we talk about the mix with
the mixture with the vets
the youth
and the
vets,
youth, it's a good look. They have good team chemistry and they're playing really, really well.
And imagine when Clay come back like full.
Problems on offside. Problems.
I don't know when LeBron might deal with it right now, but sorry. LeBron and company are deal right now.
I must say, actually, I thought they would have actually started off a bit better. Especially with the lineup that them have at them all-stars.
Yeah, powerful, yeah.
Russell Westbrook, you have Dwight Howard,
but you
Davis
have
and all them.
You have that lineup there, but it all comes down to chemistry, Because you have Westbrook, and it's someone where I'm not gonna call him ball shark, but him not used to the passing as much. You get me? When you have a man in a LeBron who go up in an age now where it has show up on him now where passing is now more key to him.
True.
It's more critical. So if I have a side lad and then have a Dwight Howard where really and truly is only for the end of the paint and
But I mean,
them not a jump shooter.
yeah, I'm kind of surprised at the start what they had. I thought it would have actually been better. I mean, just like with the likes of Brooklyn Nets, I know Harden and KD, them might do them thing. They might try to pull aside, but
Especially since Kyrie and
yeah, Kyrie kind of still have that standoff there with the whole NBA and the mandatory vaccination and all of that.
everybody
Man
want the
saying,
5G, they want the LTE.
But it hasn't gone bad so far, and I must say, even though it's still early in the season,
Yeah, it's extremely early, so-
but I do predict a tight running for real though, cause especially with the teams that move on in the East. Reason why I'm saying this again, like I talk about Bulls, you see DeRozan, Lonzo Ball, and Caruso, the man them on farm, because I'm gonna play some proper ball over there in
Wipe
the
on your
East.
balls there. I'll leave it this up. They're gonna play some proper ball for you. They're gonna play some proper ball. So we're gonna see how it
progresses
tune up.
and
And
everything.
as you say, it early in the season. So
But yeah, Warriors, must say.
Straight.
Warriors are carry.
just next time you have to wear the Warriors jersey.
No problem. Is that an invite for the next show?
I invite you. I
Alright.
invite you next season
I'll be
as long
ready.
as Orion start with the paycheck.
No problem.
But more before we move off to Premier League and talk about some football, the new rules and restrictions we are coming out.
Yes, so I
you
actually
think-
meant to mention that, you know. I
How
know
you think Harden I go work with that now because you can actually see if he's really talented or
Well, alright, here's the thing. You see, the thing about it is, alright, for anybody who has actually watched the basketball this season, you would have realized that previous seasons would have allowed, like when you have certain players or them charging a defender, especially if I'm a shooting player, it would have actually resulted in a foul, defensive foul, and free throws.
Yeah.
No, it's being ignored, and matter of fact, it actually comes off as being more of an offensive
Yeah.
foul.
Okay.
So people like James Harden now, I find it hard for getting neutral call them. You see me? And then the flop king that we know that and
but
thing.
it bring more talent because you have time.
No, you have to grind it
You
up.
have time when our ball is. You have time when Curry deliberately threw himself in a 3-point play. Forget a 4-point play.
1 and a 2,
2
1
and a
and 3.
3, yeah, but
You see me?
but we don't say him talented.
Yeah.
Harden talented still in a boat.
No, Harden and flop king.
But we
One
see
more than that.
we see one more than that. But we see it play out.
I mean, Queen James and him kind of.
Wow.
They're on it. That's it. But yeah. One was there with it still.
You know, because we still want. But know why?
Guys, I'm not.
No, you go on to the just
Queen
check on
James.
Instagram. I see a DM from NBA.
Yeah.
Please ease off a King James name. Matter of fact, here's the lawsuit.
Yeah.
But you know, Premier League.
Premier League.
So I jump out to football.
Yeah, man.
My product, no.
Alright. Now, you know, one thing I love about the Premier League is its unpredictable nature. No
man.
team is guaranteed 3 points on any given day, no matter the opponent, right? Especially because even the lesser teams, or the less popular teams, I should say, are capable of bringing some unforeseen surprises in any game.
Definitely.
Yo, we are only 11 games in, and it has so far provided motions to range from one extreme to the
Yo.
other. 1 minute you're in a bliss, next minute you want to someone match up your TV.
No, but may I show you our lifestyle? Because when the season just start now, we talk about Arsenal and them troubles and look at them and Barca. Even though Barca over in La Liga and the trouble same way. But we talk about Arsenal at the bottom of the table, and Arsenal is actually 5th now.
In front of
Ahead
you.
of Manchester United.
Above.
So it goes to the point where you say it's unpredictable. So we don't say come 3 matches from now Chelsea going back to second, come 4 matches, you know them the on a
No,
third.
first of all, but with that knowledge of facts, that Chelsea, right, you know, is actually playing some really good ball game, and there's a reason why they're actually on top. Now, me is a Man U fan, but me not gonna be biased when it comes to certain things. I'm gonna give a team of props.
Thank you.
Chelsea are do well.
Chelsea do well.
And Chelsea has actually done what Man U should have done. You see me? Chelsea realize say, yo, here what, now work on now. Yes, with them they love Lampard and legend and all of these things.
Exactly.
But if you not get the results, if the team not gel, if the team not do what them supposed to do, then we'll just have to call it a day.
I'm like saying that because I don't want to wait for the show for Arsenal. I say one new problem is beyond Ole, you know.
It's more than beyond Ole.
It's beyond the coach for years now.
It's beyond Ole, and it's come with a player mentality them now. It's almost like them have an entitled mentality. And then there is, I love what you say about Chelsea. You can watch Chelsea and know the ball game with Chelsea.
There's an identity.
There's an identity. You can watch Liverpool.
You
don't know what the identity there.
Yeah, there's no.
You know what the identity they play? When they step outside and play six scrimmage, and I'm in a defense, and I must say, oh, I'm going to go forward to that man.
Yeah, that's how it feel like sometimes, to be honest. No, not even that. We're going to talk about consistency. You're talking about a side like Liverpool right now. Liverpool has the most effective attack in the Premier League.
I would say
even
football,
in
right?
general, even football right now. And when we talk, you talk about a side that plays with a front three. Now, yes, a lot of sides play with two strikers, and you have a side that will actually play with even a point man. But when you talk about playing a front three, where the goal can come from either one of them, and it's on a consistent basis.
And them understand where each other is.
Yeah, their chemistry is so. It's crazy
chemistry.
how their chemistry has been set up under Klopp. It's a moment where they're even passing out looking at each other.
That is true.
The communication between each other is just untouched.
You know
and
who they
parallel to
remind me
anything
of? MSN back then.
True. Yeah, man.
Them
just in sync.
Them give me that vibe.
Yeah, they're in sync.
Them give me
They're
that
in
vibe.
sync. Definitely in sync.
Oh, hold on. One more surprise. I talk about West Ham. No.
What?
Nobody.
So that last game with Liverpool, you know, that 3-2 with Liverpool really shocked me.
It shocked enough people
But
because
them played. If you watch the match,
Yeah,
West
both
Ham
sides
played
showed up that game.
no, but not only that,
what
what it goes to show you what it means when you have a game plan. It also have tactics. Every player know
What
them
their
role
role,
and
yeah.
the position is, and when you know how to pivot, because even at a point where when West Ham went ahead, you can see where Klopp changed the tactic. You see me? It's for them to get the equalizer.
And then that's not you see the involvement of the manager in
Yeah,
the
him
game
not sit
of
down in
play.
another stands of it.
He not sit down with
Pull
them.
up and with him smoke. Alright, you know what? Let me not get drawn.
Please.
You know, see that with Oli at all. Man, him sit down and collect a nice fight from Liverpool.
I saw Garrick more animated on the sideline than Ole was in that.
And even the Champions League match that I guess Atalanta,
Atalanta,
right.
that 2-2. Christie come back and say.
But I'm thinking.
But still, there was no change in the game.
None whatsoever.
And as Christian Mubala, money on my side, good goal when it come out to technique. Pure luck that the ball fall.
Come back
True.
Yeah.
Very true. But
So you can be celebrate for that.
yeah, but I mean, West Ham has had actually an incredible start and I'm always a fire. So yo, big props to them as well, isn't
And
it?
them are to a fourth?
They're fourth now,
Fourth now.
actually, in front of.
So Peeps, you know what we talk about now? Before we talk about which part Man U there and which part Man U is going to go if they don't switch over from Oli. We're going to talk about Barca, La Liga. We are going over La Liga. Before we talk about Barca, I want to talk about the whole La Liga identity.
La Liga,
What is becoming of La Liga without Messi and Ronaldo?
honestly, I feel like the league has lost its excitement has diminished a bit since
Yeah, the sauce
both
is
of
not
them
there
have
anymore.
now left the league because you don't really have the standout poster boy elements while going in the side of them right now. But in hindsight, that's actually kind of not a bad thing for other talents that
For
exist
our
in the
talents
league.
like Benzema.
Benzema and Vinicius Junior,
Vinicius,
they're
Finally get them time for. True.
Yeah.
Finally get them time for shine, but at the end of the day, that rivalry is needed to fuel any league.
yeah, and it don't really exist like that. I mean, the Classico played the other day, and usually Classico, it has a
larger
crazy
screen, yeah.
and large excitement
Viewing.
around it. Yeah,
It was just another game, another weekend.
another game.
Yeah.
right. And I mean, this is the first I've ever actually felt that way watching a Classico. Like nobody was really. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know,
There was no buzz around it, and
Yeah.
it's, I'm not say it's sad, but everybody must go through this phase. Because we can remember the time when they say, "Yo, check on."
But here's the thing, though.
And bold come and revive it.
But it goes back to them say exposing talents, because then you have, as we said, we mentioned the Benzema and Vinicius Jr. Benzema has been under the shadow of Ronaldo from like a long time, so it's glad to see him stepping up. Vinicius, he had a rocky start, especially funny enough, actually, even with the relationship with him and Benzema, it has gotten good now, because initially we know they had problems. Atletico,
they're playing well.
Yeah, Felix playing really well. Yeah, Griezmann gone back and team. I saw my find back in my dentist. Suarez is always Suarez. Goal shark. But what about Real Sociedad now? Who is league top?
You have the teams, you have other teams getting
Sevilla, who is now third.
Yeah.
I think normally them below them man next.
It's a Leicester vibes.
Yeah.
Remember Leicester
It's not that bad. I don't think.
No, man. Remember Leicester they just come out from nowhere. I don't want to say, alright.
To be honest, Real Sociedad has been a side that has been on the consistency for a while.
But they have been a underdog. A side that create upset over the years, because they have been a side that when it comes on to how the table will turn with Real Madrid and Barca, that much with the
them usually be one of those, but it is what it is.
But it needed, but we don't really talk about it.
But let's see what Xavi brings to the table now.
Yeah,
let's see if the
fact that Xavi is now the new manager of Barca. We'll see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, there has to be an identity that brings back to Barca under the management of Xavi. So
I'm gonna feel like the identity will be like Pep identity.
Probably.
It will probably reverse back to that, but reverse
as long as they get
reverse back, but I'll probably go back to the AC. But our Champions League are set up for now though, because even though I feel like we still all go through. I know so we all go through, but
you anyway.
You want we can say something without a fight, man? We can.
Hold on.
I wish they support my youth.
The man is a realist.
But honestly, right now, I am beyond frustrated with Manu and Oli right now.
That don't mean say one man drop out.
No, I don't want them drop out. Just
the man in the 6th in the Premier League there for now. In Champions League, gonna see that.
Anyway, we're going to the Champions League.
But what I say?
Why? I don't see you guys passing around at 16 if we reach that far.
And that's an honest feedback based on where we are playing. We can't even fight it for that feedback.
Alright,
no,
fair enough.
If I can talk about it, the Champions League has stayed true and it has not disappointed at all.
Yeah, this season has been wonderful so far.
If we're looking at even some of the noticeable results, we're looking at even with the Ajax game
and Dortmund.
Yeah. Now, Ajax has been one of the staple sides in Champions League for a while, but at the same time, they didn't really, for quite a number of years, they didn't really have a side that would have been on that big competitive nature apart from when they got it. I think it was like a semi-finals or quarter-finals.
Yeah. And lost to Tottenham.
Right? Now, the man play some proper ball. You see me? And you're talking about the manager, Erik ten Hag, who has found a formula in the
word I used a while ago. Found. And just shows you every team need an identity.
Yeah.
And without the identity, you're not going to go nowhere.
Mm-hmm. True.
I'm gonna want to sing for money in the episode, but I hope Ole just scroll through one day and say, I'm saying them boy I talk about. And just realize, say, go find one identity, boy.
Write him a letter now. Just write him a letter.
But, I want to touch on those still, because I really want to keep on foreign football, because the reason I'm about my tie today, no peeps. Right, I want to tell the people them say schoolboy football. Which side they support?
First of all,
me about my KC tie. The man of one in JC Arman, we saw the support.
Anyway, me know, you don't know, it's an Agakota case, brother. So, almost, I would know. So
all the people them don't know. What are you show? What are you tell?
You can just say that just because they want to say that.
No, so one thing, Ulmer will recognize Ulmerians. When I for sure don't like that. Anyway, going over into our local scene now with the schoolboy football. The long-awaited resumption of schoolboy football is finally here, and it will kick off on Saturday, November 13th, with Manning Cup and the Costa Cup action. Now, the competition was last played in 2019 and was cancelled last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and as a result of the late start this year, the competition will, for the first time in recent memory, go into the new year, which means that we'll have matches playing in 2022.
And then not only that, so the season this year will be divided into 2 segments, the preliminary round and the quarterfinals, slated to compete before the Christmas break and the knockout stage when school resumed in January.
Yeah,
So
man.
you got some nice football to look forward
to another
for the new year.
period, right?
Hopefully, rumors can do it.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
You know, anyway, someone catch a mic because them side finally reach out. Anyway, also the games will be played at a restricted number of venues, which means that there will be no home and away advantages offered to the teams, as was with the norm in previous seasons. Now, at the moment, the protocols look set to follow similar rules as the JPL Jamaica Premier League, where there will be no spectators in other matches at all.
No,
At least, well, we're being hopeful. At least for the first round, isn't it? Hopefully, things adjust later on.
I see a news
people on them good
article,
behavior.
1 million people get vaccinated now, you know. So it's a good look in Jamaica. So it's a good look to life will get back to normal.
So we want that people, because we want to go back in the stadium and enjoy with football and make nice and watch KC drop out again and all it. But anyway.
The next team no man, the motion go through.
Ask him which side, where side the last year. Ask him.
Anyway, we're talking about schoolwide football. But yeah, as pretty much as we said, there will be no spectators and all. And as per Issa stated, it is that all players should, and everybody, a matter of fact, participating is actually required a mandatory vaccination.
And a lot of school is going into a quarantine zone. So like I know for JC, KC, etc. so far is that the up camp and nobody leave camp, so the players aren't really interacting with anybody but each other and the coaching staff. So that is really good right there in terms of just quarantine whatever outbreak if possible. But you need it to it build the mentality, keep your focus.
Right. And we know that there will be a major difference from the usual atmosphere for both players and fans alike. But you don't know, you're not afraid about missing none of the action. Because guess what? The Sportsmax app has you covered. You can stream the live schoolboy football action this season on the go directly from your smartphone or tablet, and with dedicated Sportsmax data from your Digital Prime bundle.
Plus, make sure you stay tuned, peeps, to the Digital Jamaica page for exciting content and giveaways all season long. But Mr. Aaron, I will give you some iPhone. Hey, sorry.
You know what?
We're not. No, I joke, man. Just stay true to the Digital Jamaica page and just look out for the giveaways all season.
Yeah, man. But as you said, people, we'll have you covered. And plus, I want you to tell me in the comments below which alma mater you're repping, is it? Now you tell you someone tell me what them brother.
My camera decide.
Nah, street brother, I can't. Anyway.
You're not still for Euro Circle yourself. No, man, yo, the man is still for Euro Circle sell crab all year long. All year long, crab sell.
Are you the close to you now?
All year long. But
one road, just remember that.
You know, we have an episode now. We have an episode because so peeps, and that's a wrap for this episode. And as always, we hope you enjoyed the episode and much respect for the continued support.
Yeah, man.
We're not gonna make no Chelsea fan come on again. We're gonna talk to Aaron about the foolish. But
alright, which jersey I'm wearing next time?
No man, it was good having you, man. Like I said,
me have PSG, me have Barca. What?
Aaron, we wrap the show. We wrap the show.
Your bad mind, sir.
We wrap the show.
Oh boy, yo peeps, also remember to download the Sportsmax app so you can watch your favorite sports and enjoy the best sports experience from your mobile device anytime and at anywhere. Yeah? Sportsmax app, simply more sports.